Ahora vamos a ir con el último. El offset backing. Allá está el cuadro, donde vamos a terminar, hasta allá atrás. Hasta allá vamos a terminar. Acuérdense que tiene que estar derecho. Ahí está. Nomás con que quedes derecho, ya puedes comenzar el ejercicio. Aquí, error número 1. O sea, la posición número 1 primero, si depende de qué tan lejos estés del cono, vamos a acercarnos. En este caso, una traila corta, acércate lo más que puedas al cono, sin cruzar el cono con las llantas ahí. Antes de cruzar el cono. Porque cuando cruzas el cono ya te alejaste mucho, tienes que maniobrar demasiado.
Y es donde yo lo estoy fallando.
Y es donde nos están regando, ¿ah? Entonces, antes de cruzar el cono, vas a parar ahí. El error número 1, obviamente porque nadie se los ha explicado. Este es el offset, this is the offset backing. So, mistake number 1. You focus 100% on the first cone. Se enfocan mucho. Préstame la varilla que tenía ahí. Se están enfocando demasiado en este cono de acá. Y si te enfocas aquí, if you focus on this cone right here, you're gonna lose your target in the mirror. The target is this gap right here, the space in between the two cones. ¿Verdad que eso hicieron?
Lo que me pasó,
Bueno, para que vea, y no estuve yo allá.
Perdí el lado derecho.
That's because you're trying to clear this cone and then you lose your target. So instead, look at the frame of this trailer. What if you had a laser light on this side? What is the light pointing to? Ahí está. Okay. ¿Sí me explico? Voy a dejar esa varilla ahí para que vean lo que va a hacer. I'm gonna leave this here so you guys can see what's going on. The stick, that's the angle you should be looking in the mirror. So what happens is a lot of you guys, once you get here, you guys do this. You're trying to clear the cone, do this, and look at the stick. What is it pointing to? It's already pointing to the outside of the target. The rod, okay? And the stick should be aiming right there. In between the space. Right there. But because you're looking at the first cone, so you never look at this position. ¿Cierto?
Sí.
So the angle of the trailer, which is the line of the stick, that's where it should be aiming to. And you need to learn how to read that in the mirror. So at this point right here, once you get this angle, remember, let me do it again. The position is right here to start. Look at the stick. So as you bend it inside the cone, look at the angle of the stick. Once I get this angle right there, it's time to stop and correct it. But a lot of you guys want to go around this cone, that you guys do this.
Ya cuando uno se gira para el otro lado ya.
By the time you get straight, you're going to be like this. One more time. Okay, so you want to pull forward. Banderita roja, dice eso. ¿Verdad? Sí, le hace falta la bandera porque está muy larga la carga. Okay, so I put this stick because that's the angle of the trailer that you should be paying attention when doing this maneuver. But usually we just focus on the rear tires and the first cone, and then we lose the position of this. Okay, so one more try. So a lot of you guys do this. As I'm trying to go around the cone, look at the angle of the stick. When the stick that angle is pointing to the corner of the target, that's where you need to stop and make your correction. Obviously, if you have a longer trailer, it's going to be a little different. That's why you need to read in the mirror. So make sure you clear the first cone and don't focus on the first cone. Always look at the target in the back.
Target corner.
Once you get this position, straighten it out. So by the time you get straight, you should be getting this position where you can see the box on the driver's side. Right there. At this point, forget about the stick. Because you can see the side. You can see the driver's side now. You can see the cones. You can see the line. Now you just follow it. Mm-hmm. At this point, remember the broken line? In a short trailer, you're gonna keep a straight line. At this point, you should know how to do straight line, right? It's 3 steps. 3 steps. After this position, you have the trailer axle tires, you have the drives, and you have the steering tires. Pongan atención a esa parte. Mm-hmm. At this point, the goal is to bring the trailer axle as close as possible to the line, to the imaginary line, in a straight line. Again, you make a mistake over here because you're trying to get as close as possible to the first cone in the box. And then, if you get too close, by then you don't even know your position in the front. Because you focus too much on the front cone. Voy a hacer un error en ¿cómo se llama? A propósito. I'm going to make a mistake on purpose to show you guys what you do. You're trying to go around the first cone, and then you guys end up like this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you're trying to clear only this cone right here. And then on the other side, it's hitting the line. That's because you forget about these tires and you're not looking at the target again. So, ¿cómo se va a hacer bien? ¿Cómo? Otra vez. ¿Cómo lo vamos a hacer bien? Ok, otra vez. Ahí está la posición que más o menos tenía, creo. Ok. So, vamos a posicionarlo bien. And then from here, you're going to go straight. At this point, you guys bend the trailer too much because, again, you're still thinking about this cone on this side. If you keep it straight, you never hit it. ¿Cierto?
Cierto.
Straight line. Just before I put these tires inside the line, that's where I stop. So, paso número 1. Step number 1. Bring these tires as close to the line without going inside the line. And you guys always want to go inside. About 2 feet outside of the line, because at the time you bend it, it's going to keep pushing the trailer. So goal number 1, I said 3 steps, right? Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3. Step number 1, bring these tires as close to the line. Step number 2, bring these tires at the same level, at the same height as this one. So which way you turn the wheel to bring these tires close to the line? To the right to push it in. So at this point, the trailer is already in place. At this point, don't worry about the trailer. All you gotta worry is about bringing your truck inside the box, because the trailer is already in position. And that's where you guys forget about this, and that's when you need to focus on this one. So at this point, that's where I bend it, trying to bring these tires as close to the line. Look at the trailer; it's gaining its own position, right there. Before you go inside again, now with these tires. And look at the position. It's still going inside the box. Finally, step number 3, bring the steering tires inside the box. All the way left. So basically straighten it out. So by the time you get straight, what does it look like? How does it look like?
There.
Right in the box.
Pegó al cono.
Y no le pegó el cono. At this point, now, on this maneuver, this is where you have 2 get outs. You get out and look. to make sure the rear bumper is within 3 feet from the rear cone. And that's perfect right there. Then, I'm done with my skills.